This is the Firestone Community School. The school has a roll of 250 with a nursery class here. Then you have class 1B, class 1A, class 2, and a senior class out there. Class 3 and 4 combined. The school came into being in 1999 after the rebel invasion in Freetown, which left most of the parents of the children dead, and people in this community thought it fit to provide education for these little kids out here, as most of them are orphans, and they raised funds all by themselves and did this beautiful structure to make sure these kids access education. Now they are here, as you can see. They are all sitting on benches with no desks, no books to write on. Those who have books, maybe they are torn out books, and all the teachers here are on voluntary service. They are not getting any assistance from government, neither from any organization. They are here all by themselves to make sure they offer what they think is appropriate, that is education for these less fortunate children. And as you can see, you know, they always come around, no desks to write on. Maybe we only have 2 blackboards here for 4 classes. They alternate it. When class 1A is finished with their work, they move the blackboard to class 1B, and it goes round.
Firestone, Firestone, Firestone community. Firestone, Firestone, Firestone community. We are marching toward the school. We are marching on to our school. Firestone and a feet, and here we are going to our school. We are marching toward the school.
Okay, this is Adumana School for Children. As you can see, the shelter conditions are horrible. It rained last night and it was raining this morning. Because it was raining this morning, the kids had to move to a neighborhood where they were sheltering themselves. Now the rain is over. Now they are coming back to the class to make use of the broken benches, and that's available, just this few, for several children. Some will have to sit on the floor, on the bare floor, you know, with untrained and unqualified teachers. So it's a big problem out here. These are kids whose parents cannot afford sending them to formal schools, and the people within the community thought it fit maybe to offer some help at their own level. So that is why they patched up this shelter with, as you can see, these are torn out bags and a big tarpaulin for refugees and displaced people with torn out cartoons, just to carry the structure of a building. And the kids will have to sit on the floor, probably improvising, using this locally made mats, where the kids will have to sit down. And the grown-ups will sit on these broken desks and benches, which at times they have to fix this way. This one is broken, but they have to fix this way. These are 3 children. They have been sheltering in the cold, out on the streets, because it is the rainy season now. A gentleman here with me is a community volunteer. Himself and 3 others were able to sit down and think critically to see how best they can solve the problems of the little boys out in the cold. They are children who were abducted by the RAF forces who came to Freetown and burned down the homes of people, and they've been engaged in active combat. They've been killing, they've been burning homes, they've been looting, they've been raping. They are in Freetown because they are afraid of going back home to where they come from for fear of being convicted. And maybe they are also afraid of going back home. Their villages no longer exist. And some of them were involved in killing close relatives, in killing prominent people. So they are afraid of retributive justice. So they are on the streets.
What's on the festa?
Oh, Africa children. Sorry. No. As you can see, this is a makeshift camp for the street boys. They move from point to point, and even this place is not certain for them. Big boys around come around, they beat them up, and they have no alternative but to leave and look for another refuge. Here, it's open, it's very cold. As yet, it's dry, but within 2 hours, it will rain, and they will have to wake up and look for maybe a safer haven if they can find one. If they cannot find one, then they have to bear up the cold.